Hello, welcome to another Pendulum Friday here at Soulprint. Thank you very, very much for being here. I really am going to try to zip through this. I will be watching as much of the debate as I can watch with Trump yakking. And have something to do right away. So I'm going to zip. No chitter chatter. Thank you for being here. For those of you, just a quick note, for those of you who have been, around for a while and might have seen the, interview that I did with Marcus out of Georgia. Just to sort of give us an update on what's going on in Georgia, like that. I can't remember when, it's a few months ago. In any case, I sat down with him yesterday and we did it all again. Some really interesting stuff came out. That will be released sometimes this coming week, so next week. Again, this is Thursday afternoon for me. The debate has not yet happened, so I guess we'll see. We'll see how that unravels. All right, the first question, I'm going to do this a little bit. No, I'm not. I'm going to just follow this. Okay, Pendulum, are we ready to talk? Okay, so I decided yes. Here we go. Will the Biden campaign feel good about his debate performance? Yes. Will the Trump campaign feel good about his debate performance? And I'm going to clarify, not what they tell him, but how they actually feel about it. No. Although they're not going to tell him, I'm quite sure. Will there be an uprising in Russia this year that will oust Putin? I'm getting a yes. It's not a huge yes, but it's a yes. We'll take it. Will Jennifer McCormick win governor in Indiana? Okay, I don't know even what party she's affiliated with. Jennifer McCormick winning governor for Indiana. That's a yes. All right. There's been some chatter this week about Barron being involved with the guy that is now in jail connected to the whole cryptocurrency. I don't understand any of that, how it works, so I'm not really clever about it. Basically, what we're trying to find out is, did Barron Trump actually partner with this guy? He hasn't been able to provide any sort of evidence, but nor has Melania sort of come out like Mama Lion and said anything. So we'll ask. And Barron is now 18. I'm not going to deal with him on a regular basis, but I think this is a fair question. Did Barron Trump partner with Martin Shkreli, I don't even know how to say it, to create the the DJT meme coin? That's a no. Alrighty. Do you think they will give Trump drugs before the debate? I guess what's before, and but we'll see. Is Trump in any way going? And again, don't forget. Now, this is for entertainment purposes only. Is Trump in any way going to be any more medicated than he usually is for the debate? Looks like a yes. Will we see outtakes from The Apprentice before the election in November? That is a no. And it does not surprise me because I don't remember if it was 2016 or 2020, but the producer, the maker of that show, was asked to release stuff, and he absolutely categorically he refused. He was not going to do it. He is quite the Trump supporter, so I don't think we're ever going to see like actual outtakes. I think we're going to have to rely on, books and people's stories. And again, the most recent book that came out was called Apprentice in Wonderland. It was very interesting from the interviews I've seen him give in the media. Will Judge Aileen Cannon be replaced in the month of July? No. Will she be replaced in the month of August? Okay, stop. That's better than a no, but it isn't a yes. It is unknown. That's sort of it's just unknown. The answer is unknown. I love this one. I know you may have answered this question before. However, as of June 27th, they are saying that Trump is winning in all the swing states. Are the polls correct? Let's go through them one by one. All right. Let's start here. Generally speaking, are the polls regarding the swing states, the political polls regarding the swing states, are they accurate, generally speaking? Okay, no. Are the polls coming out of Arizona accurate, showing Trump has the lead? Okay, as you can see, this is a really tiny yes. So I'm going to suggest that the lead is quite narrow. Georgia, is Trump leading the polls in Georgia? That's a no. In Michigan, is Trump leading the polls over Biden in Michigan? Okay, so that is also that one's a very small no. So again, I suspect it's fairly close accuracy, I guess. I don't know. I don't like polls. In Pennsylvania, is Trump leading in the polls in Pennsylvania as of right now? That's a no. And is Trump leading in the polls in Wisconsin? Again, a very, very small yes, almost not moving. So that's what we know right now. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is supposed to be apparently addressing a joint meeting of Congress on July 24th. Is there objection to this invitation? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, there is. Will Netanyahu be disinvited? I think a decision hasn't been made yet. Either way the Biden administration goes, people are going to be angry. If he actually appears on the 24th, will some Democrats boycott? Yes, absolutely they will. Okay. In the debate, will Trump say something that will cause our allies anxiety, such as revealing a secret. Okay, it's not answering, so I'm going to. It feels like he might have a couple things in his pocket, and depending on how he feels, the debate is going. He's a master of distraction, so it's possible that he may throw something out there um, to just create chaos. It, it feels so like if he is fairly confident that things are going well, that's just his perception. He may keep that in reserve. I want to ask this: a lot of the secrets that um, Trump was privy to, or he had access to while in the Oval Office, have a lot of the holes been filled to keep other countries um, safe from his releasing it? And not everyone, but is it possible that some of our allied countries were given a heads up that, listen, we think something might have been exposed, let's shuffle things around so whatever he is saying is frankly no longer accurate? Was that something that I don't know, the intelligence committee, the Biden administration, was that something that they have been able to do? Looks like yes. It would be nice to think that a lot of the information that Trump has been minimized in value. That would be a really reassuring feeling. Let's just ask that question, shall we? Has some or a significant number of secrets that Trump had, have they been over the period of time? Has the Biden government, um, the intel agency, whoever all else, have they shifted things around so that the secrets that Trump has sort of are no longer valid? They're nullified, or they're not as sort of top secret as they were. So yes. Okay, will the Supreme Court likely discard most of the Chevron doctorate? The Chevron doctorate, as I understand it, is what gives agencies like the EPA it leaves those agencies to set regulations about water quality, etc. So, as of me recording this, the answer to the question, according to reporting, is that if I have it right, that that the EPA's ability to set those regulations has been blocked, which means that every little thing has to go now through through Congress. It has to be written into law. So literally, think about this. This means that drugs that are approved by the Drug Administration, they have to go to Congress, and there has to be a law saying, yeah, this is an approved drug. I mean, this is a disaster. But I think everybody should just relax, because, your question is, are they just going to throw everything out? No, they're not. That's not even what they've done today. They had definitely weakened the agency's ability, frankly, to do its job and for the government to run. But I can promise you, this is the thing. I just want to let you know this. A lot of the stuff that is sort of has happened, all right, the really conservative Supreme Court has put into place. There are already lawsuits making their way up the ladder to once again end up in front of the Supreme Court. So a lot of stuff is not just because that was the ruling and that's sort of what has gone into effect. There's a lot of stuff that's sort of going to be questioned. They're going to come around again and ask it. A different party is going to ask it. It might be a slightly different question, but it's not as if there's two parties, okay, or in a lawsuit, and it's not like particularly the Democratic people who maybe the ruling went against them. Do not think for 1 second that they just went, oh, okay, that sucks. They're figuring out another way to go around it and move themselves up that ladder and put that question back in front of the Supreme Court. I think keeping their fingers crossed, that by the time it reaches the Supreme Court, the court will have become more balanced. And this last question is mine, final question. I just saw that Joe Biden, of course, has arrived in Georgia. And so people were looking around going, Melania, has anybody seen Melania? Well, apparently she has not attended any sort of campaign event since Trump announced in November 2022. That's like a really long time ago. So the question is this: can we anticipate seeing Melania on the campaign trail with Trump? Let's just break it down a little bit. So in the months of July or August, is she going to be on the campaign trail with him in July or August? That's a great big no. Just a couple that travels together, stays together. I don't know. Far be it from me. Alrighty. Thank you very much for being here. Sorry if you feel this is kind of like rushed. I got all the questions. So as I said, next week there's going to be a video coming out with Marcus, looking at kind of what's going on the ground in Georgia with politics and the way things are sort of shifting and changing out there. I'm also next week, I think, going to be doing a video on Project 2025, taking a bit of a deep dive into that and seeing what's going on. Do not be surprised. I really, really, please hit the notification bell, because as of right now, it feels like at least one of those days that videos are released, I'm probably going to release 2. Just saying. I can't promise, but energetically, the kind of in terms when I'm looking at my schedule and what I want to accomplish, it kind of feels like that might happen. All right. It's Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't allow yourself to get crazy stressed out about the spin on either side of how the debate went. Pull away. Surround yourself with positive, powerful energy. Listen, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. November's like a really long time away, all right? And we can't be burning up. We can't be like getting, having our adrenaline peaking kind of every time, you turn around. It's just not good for you. So, because it's the weekend, I'm going to ask you to do something really nice for yourself and somebody else. Until I see you next week, take care and be well. Bye-bye.